Welcome to episode 12 of Steins Gate. Last time we had some discussion about Kurisu's father, a very threatening message to Okabe, a very tense scene, a bath. Good episode. I've been told, I have heard, that episode 12 is a big one, or like where shit gets real, as I've heard. So, we'll see what that means. Let's go. We're going to watch it, and then I'll talk about it at the end. So, let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. We shall see. I think shit's been real the entire time. I've been into it the whole time. I'm sorry? This is who? 70 million years. Oh. We're dreaming. I would suppose. Yeah. Dude. Well, we've started off. We have started off in a unique way. Look at this. I don't even know what to say. Can I take a minute? Can I pause? Can I go walk around for a minute to absorb that one? Oh boy. And here's this number. It's always popping up. Okay. Sure. Like I talked about in Cowboy Bebop episode 5, watching that episode was great because I had no idea it was coming. So it would be nice not to know that this episode is supposedly a big one. I mean, I don't even know if it really will be. I don't know what actually happens. It's nice to go into the big episodes not knowing that they are and they catch you off guard. But either way, doesn't really matter because, again, I don't know what's actually going to happen. And the whole time I've been fascinated with the opinion that I've heard about the show over the years that it gets better as it goes on. That people find the beginning to be slow, and then once the plot kicks in, it gets real good. But I found it to be basically a masterpiece from the beginning. I was gonna wait until I updated my top 10 list on my anime list, but I decided not to even wait because there was no point. And I put this show on my top 10 list when I'm less than halfway through. And I put Okabe on my top 10 list of characters. Because I've loved this show from the beginning. So if it's just going to get better, no idea what that means. But let's do it. Okay, here we go. It's Dogma in Ergosphere or something like that. It's the title. And here's an hourglass. Small one this time, and it's, time's running out. I'm going to try to not let preconceptions about what this episode may be color my viewing experience. I'm not going to be, waiting for the big thing to happen. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it like I would any episode. They were talking about sending memories back last time, and we haven't actually done it yet. So, I want to see how that works. I want to see how they do it, and then what the consequences are. And he's got a little baby head on his phone. How do you do that? I love the little hippo part. Uh huh. Okay, you do that. Sure. I buy it. I yeah. Good metaphor. But how big is your blanket or how small is your closet where your blanket doesn't fit in your closet? 48 hours? Okay. Because the D-mails didn't seem to have a limit, other than, having something to send it to. But here, I wonder how she determined that. I mean, she's studied this stuff extensively, knows how the human brain works and evolves. What is he thinking right now with what he knows that nobody else knows? Yeah, CERN connected to them. They don't know. You're getting, yeah, but cold feet. It doesn't have memories. I love that she's trying to help, though. Doesn't want to do it. Whoa! Okay. To keep it going, but to get the target off their back, to make it so that it can't just be stopped. Huh, good, okay. Cool, I like that. Good for you. But yeah, so like neurological differences. Like your brain from apparently even 3 days ago is too different to send your memories back to. Relatable. I'm gonna buy this thing that I can put in the microwave. Whereas she wants to buy all the real food. That's me. Gotta get that DK pepper. You think? Yeah. Party. What did I say? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, she probably in some way understands some of this more than you guys do. How's he gonna feel about that one? Yeah, he'll just get more upset. You'd think your daughter makes a time leap machine and you're like, oh my god, that's amazing. I got the best daughter in the world. But it just gets to him and he feels inferior. He just said it like totally normally. Kind of didn't even realize it. Yeah. Ah! 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 What's happening? Okay. Sure. Yes, indeed. That's what was happening. Yeah. He's fairly consistent. If you guys quit nitpicking everything the other one said, there would be nothing here. That's all you ever do. True. That's gross. Cold Pop Tarts. Also gross. Don't do it. It's nasty. Put them in the toaster. It's very quick. It's easy. You have failed us this day. Okay, so you can have Suzuha, yes? Out of the two main characters who are male, it's not hard to figure out. Unless it's Mr. Brown, which I'm pretty sure it's not. So, CERN spy. Not that she knows of. So she's just confronting her about this right now in the open. Because I am from the future. I don't think that you can. I raised that boy. What is that a reference to? But you said it in the most vague way imaginable. You didn't tell him anything. How's he going to be able to listen to you when you don't explain? Yes? She's too precious. Indeed. Where would they be without her? See? Sit down, play some games, eat some cake. Alright, you do it. Go for it. Well, shit. I guess that's bad. I don't know how this game works. If I were Karisu, though, I would still be worried about the whole CERN spy thing and why I'm being accused of this. And her saying she knows more about me than I would think. I would be concerned. But she tried to help her out here and maybe change things. Start to, anyway. You did. Simple, but easy to forget. It's true. You didn't. So, I'm assuming something bad is going to happen, considering what I've heard. And with the build-up that we're having right now, I worry about who the bad thing will happen to. We shall see. She's got a lightsaber run! It's a dark side lightsaber. It's foreshadowing that Mayuri's the real CERN spy. Could you imagine? I'm pretty sure no. I'm 100% sure no, but could you imagine? Be a twist! Those are pretty basic things. You would hope, but you never know. By a lot more than that, I would hope. Yes, that's bad. Gotta heat up the tendies. Now that everybody is here, even though you feel like he's been slipping further and further away, with everybody here, it's been fun. Because you have everybody else. Is she saying that she was... I don't know all the details of their relationship, but... Was she, like, his hostage for his sake, not hers? Or was it for both? The trains have stopped. Anyway... A bomb threat. There's a lot of build-up with Mayuri. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. So much so that even if I didn't know that this episode was supposed to be the start of something, I would be suspicious. And I'm getting sad thinking about it. She's like, oh, what? Is there somebody in the shadows? What's happening? Oh no, there's creaking. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. Oh, look. Oh, this... I don't enjoy it. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. The fucking... the presentation, the direction of this is too tense, and I hate it. I love it, though. Stop. Stop it. Stop messing with me. Oh no. Oh no. No, not her watch. No, don't say... Oh, hello. Alright, they've taken action. They are serious. The hourglass is... the hourglass is broken. Maybe there'll be a kidnapping. Maybe just a threat. Maybe they'll take the stuff. Don't let it be full on what I think might happen. Is that? I would imagine it is. I always assumed she wasn't working for CERN. I don't know why I assumed that. Nice outfit, though. No glasses. I like the glasses, though. Okay. I always assumed that... I theorized that she... I guess I just didn't think she would be. I thought she would be working for some other organization. Obviously, she, knew all the info and was working for somebody for this time machine stuff. But I thought... Hey. Yeah, that it kind of felt like that was coming. Well, Moeka, I didn't know my opinion on you would shift so fast. Fuck off! Take my memories back to before that happened. Help! What even words do I? How do? Great. Good. So glad that happened. It's not devastating at all. It's fine. So, I knew, just from the general discussion surrounding this show, that episode 12 is where shit hits the fan. And, yeah, it did. Damn it. I didn't know what happened, I just knew that this is... Some big stuff was going to start in this episode, and here we go. Even if I hadn't heard that, it was pretty well built up throughout the episode, what was coming. And I knew something like this would have to happen eventually, when the plot would really start. When there would be some kind of triggering event that would likely cause Okabe to have to use the time machine over and over and over again for whatever purpose. I figured something like that would eventually come, a death being very likely. And really, who better to kill than the one that he would be the most devastated to lose, and that many audience members would be the most devastated to lose. When you watch this episode and the whole episode, the fact that it starts the way that it does, and then so much of the episode is just about Mayuri and her relationship to everybody and her being this precious little angel, you just feel like something bad is coming, and then when it comes, you're like, oh no. I know who it's coming for, and you're hoping maybe they'll get taken. Maybe it's not the most extreme thing, and then it is. It's death. And it's a time travel show. Presumably she'll be fine. They'll fix it. It'll be fine. However, it was so well done. Fuck, it was so well done. And I'm so attached to these characters. And the thought of Mayuri getting shot is so upsetting, even though I know she'll probably be okay. 'Cause she's just great. I love her. She's amazing to have around. And then, as soon as she started pressing on that trigger, I think the tears began to well up, and I'm just like, no. And I'm thinking about it again, and it's not good, and I hate it, and I hate it also. Both. Hate and also hate. It's fucked up. Moeka, hi. How about go fuck off and die? Piece of fucking shit. I always knew, obviously, there was more to her. I didn't think she'd be an antagonist. I didn't think she'd be with CERN. I thought she might be with some other organization. I don't know why I thought this. I just didn't feel that she'd be with CERN. I didn't see her going in that direction. I knew she was obviously working for somebody, knew about the time machine stuff, and was looking for information about it and everything. Knew that she was knee-deep into all this, but specifically being with CERN, to this point, don't know about this fucking FB, but he can fucking fuck himself too. FB, fuckboy. Looked good in the skin-tight leather outfit, but how about die? What a massive opinion change there. Like, oh, she's socially anxious. She's shining finger. She can't even talk to somebody in real life. And then, like, for no reason. Just, she's gonna take them, and she's like, well, we don't need you. So I guess doing the job, cleaning up any loose ends. Seemed to shoot her right in the head. Well, shit. Moeka's character's gone a different way than I thought. That's bad. So yeah, now... goddamn, I was thinking about all the psychological trauma just from jumping to different world lines. But now, this happening, and I'm assuming he'll keep trying to fix it over and over again. And then there's the whole deal with Karisu, and what I theorized about her possibly having to die. There's that added into the mix too, because you might get back there to the original timeline, and then Karisu gets stabbed. There's all kind of shit. Who killed her? And he's gonna go through a lot of shit. And the vocal performance when she died from Okabe, the animation on his face really sold it too, but also the voice acting made it so much worse. The watch stopping. When they had the hourglass in there at the beginning of the episode, immediately that gave me bad vibes. I'm like, oh no, the hourglass, time is ticking down. What is it ticking down to? Something bad happening. And then at the end you have her watch and the hourglass stopping, which I assume is symbolic. I don't think there's literally something going on there. You never know, but as soon as her watch stopped, I immediately took that as, oh no, her watch stopped. That's because she's about to stop. And then the hourglass is just time standing still. I assume that's all it was meant to represent. And just the build up to it, Suzuha freaking out and running out, the footsteps up the stairs, the heartbeat. God, the direction was so tense. The beginning of the episode with them in this dream of being in this hourglass 70 million years ago, with Mayushi saying, 70 million years ago, and I feel like we are one of many versions of us, and yet also somehow the original. Because of course, Okabe, he has all his memories, he is still the original, but also he's gone through so much stuff that he's changed so much. And there are so many different possible ones out there. And she feels like they're going to die there, but their wills will reach the ones in the future. And then she crumbles away, and the way that looked was just so good. And then being on the roof, when she's just presenting her costume, but then they leave, but it's just like a hard cut. Cuts to that damn fucking number again. and then it's just a hard cut back to the roof being empty for a few seconds, and just the whole episode, just visually so well done. This tension build to this big moment that's just heartbreaking. Now that we're at basically the halfway mark and this has happened, I hope the opening doesn't change. I really like it. I really want it to stay through the whole series. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we still don't have any memories actually sent back. That'll start to happen now after this. We're definitely going to have to. But we didn't get it yet. So I don't know how exactly it's going to work still, but they have the setup there and explain how it'll work. Compressing memories and everything, giving the scientific explanation, which is like, okay, sure, I buy that you know what you're talking about, and within, at the very least, the logic of this anime universe, I buy that it'll work. And I like Daru's metaphor of putting a blanket into like a space saver bag before putting it into the closet, because it wouldn't normally fit in the closet. They're usually pretty good about coming up with some kind of layman definition, explanation for something like that, which was really nice. But yeah, we're gonna have to start doing that. We'll see what that's like. I think they can only send it 48 hours into the past, apparently because of neurological differences. I guess just too far in the past, even as much as just 3 days. Your brain is just too different than how it normally is, and it's just not compatible, which I buy that works. The exact time frame, like however Kurisu came to that, I trust that she has done her research on the brain enough to be accurate in what she's discovered here. But, narratively, whatever time they said, I would buy it. Like, I buy the fact that, okay, the brain is too different, too far in the past. Sure, that works. If they said it was a week, if they said it was a month, if they said it was a day, 48 hours, I'd buy it regardless. So 48 hours is what they've decided that we're working with here. So, yeah, I could see him just continually leaping 48 hours into the past over and over again, trying to stop this. And, I mean, we could get, like, a bunch of different branching paths that could happen. So many different things can happen. Oh my god, I'm excited for all the possibilities. Does that mean I have to watch her die multiple times? I don't think I want that to happen, though. Should I just stop watching now? And just assume there's a happy ending so I don't have to deal with it? No, I'm going to keep watching because holy shit. Fucking goddamn 10 out of 10 over here. But her throughout the whole episode, with her costumes and her support. Why don't we just, can we test it on the bananas? And they're like, no, bananas don't have memories, but she's trying to help. She doesn't really want them to keep doing this. Because I love what they said, how she can kind of see the place with clearer eyes than anybody else. In some ways, she has more of an understanding than anybody else does. She can see what it's doing to them. And just the environment. While she might not understand the specifics of the science, she can grasp, in general, what's happening, like what we talked about before when she was saying that she felt like Ocarine was slipping further and further away, or how she would be sad if this was happening to her, and the question she was asking showed that she does have an understanding, more than we may have thought she did. But just, she is able to take a step back from these experiments and just focus on them as people and what it's doing to them. And the fact that she can say something so simple like, when we're all together, it's better that we get along. And that can have such an effect on them is just so great. Because it's so simple, but so easy to let it slip your mind. But the fact that she can turn them around like that and get them to sit down and play a game, eat some cake, which was great. Kurisu and Suzuha, that conflict, that was pretty tense, just the fact that they're squaring off and Suzuha is presenting this right to her. If I was Kurisu, I would not drop it. That really just shows what kind of effect Mayuri has on them that she did. But I would be super curious what the hell Suzuha is talking about, after all this. So with Kurisu being a certain spy, I still don't buy that at all, especially now that we have the Moeka thing in there, but yeah. I want a full explanation about all those details, but yeah, I would have been curious for her to continue going, because she's like, I know more about you than you'd think I would, more than you know yourself. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? But the fact that, they dropped it, and Kurisu even helped her out in the game to try to maybe repair a little bit of that relationship as best as she can start to, is great. Just the conversations with Okabe, like on the roof with the lightsaber. Damn it. I want to watch this whole episode again, but I also don't. Because that's fucked up. Oh, and when they had the drawings, like the diagram for how the memory shit works, it's just a bunch of Japanese gobbledygook about time travel and just memories and CERN and black hole, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure. But then you've got a little, like, face drawn on there where they're talking about the hippocampus, and it says hippo! And you know Mayuri did that. Damn it. I really liked Okabe's plan to go public, because he can't stop. You can't stop it now. And I admire his determination to keep going. But with these threats from CERN, with them connecting, it is a little weird how Daru and Kurisu are like, it's fine, we'll keep going with it. Like, there's no proof that they know what we're doing. I don't know, I feel like I would be a little more cautious of the mysterious connection that was made than they were. But either way, they don't know everything Okabe knows. They don't know about the threats, and I thought he was going to tell them. But the fact that he said, we're not going to do it, we're not going to test it, and we should go public with it, I think that's good. To continue going forward with it, which is dangerous, and does put them in danger too, which he has been worried about, and you could say is reckless of him, but I do understand the conflict, and I do admire the determination to keep going, and trying to find some way around it. That's a good idea, you know? To get it off their backs, get it so that more people have it, so that they can't specifically be targeted. Go public with it. You're out there in the public eye. Safer. But didn't get to do it. Just these guys, CERN guys, they got guns, they stopped the trains, they did all this shit, and yeah, great Okabe and Kurisu moments in this episode as well. The shopping was fun, relatable to me, not exactly the same way. I realized part of the reason he was freaking out is because he doesn't want her to cook, but just seeing, like, the guy be like, oh, look, here's a salad, it's already made, easy, and then the girl going for this other stuff to cook, that's relatable to me. Personally, it was just a fun scene. Of course, they're bickering about every little thing, and continue to out in the streets, and they have their heartfelt moment where he just straight up says, it kind of just slips out. I don't even think he realized fully what he was saying, that she was a dear friend, making her blush and everything. He didn't go into his Kiyoma personality and say it in a weird way. He just kind of came out without him even realizing it, and just the interaction between the two of them and the way they are. Do you have a fever? And her talking about how he's so inconsistent. He's consistently inconsistent, I guess is a good way to put it. Inconsistent with the two personas, but in the way he utilizes them, and generally the way he acts, I'd say is overall consistent when taking both into account. But yeah, that was good. Good moments between the two of them. Nitpicking everything each other says, it's what they have to do, it's just who they are. And Mayuri saying that she doesn't have to be his hostage anymore, that just makes me more curious about the details of their relationship, like how much of it was for his benefit rather than hers, you know, like who benefited more from having the other around. I don't know all the details of what happened with her, but, you know, her being there for him was seemingly extremely important for him. And just hearing her say that, again, that was just one of the final nails in the coffin. Talking about how happy he is and how everybody is around. Mayuri doesn't need to be your hostage anymore. I was like, oh no. That seems like something bad is coming. Again, I want to know more details about that, but just the implication there. Because it kind of seems like he's her caretaker in many ways. But then seeing how important she is to him and framing it like that, just showing how important this persona is to him. Ah, man. I don't want to think about it anymore. I think I'm done. Just Okabe's worst fear happened, and I'm sure he feels horrible for continuing the experiments despite the threats, you know. Again, you can look back and say that he should have stopped, but he didn't know this would happen. He had an idea here to go public to try to do something about it. And maybe if they had had time to do that, maybe something like this wouldn't have happened. But, you know, I can't blame him. Hindsight's 20/20, and it sucks. I blame them for shooting her. Don't blame him. But he's gonna blame himself. He's gonna feel horrible. that this just happened. Just thinking about what it means to him that this just happened. It's getting me all damn misty-eyed again, so I really am done. I gotta stop talking about this. Shit, man. This was absolutely one of my favorite anime of all time, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. Holy shit, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more new Steins Gate episodes every Monday, other shows throughout the week. Check out the Discord if you want to come talk, the Patreon if you want to support my channel and get early videos. The links are in the description for all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.